And Mind Crypto here. I hope we're all having a wonderful Sunday. I know I am. And please remember, I'm not a financial advisor and none of this is financial advice. And remember, none of the information provided in this video should ever be seen as a signal to buy or to sell. But first and foremost, we look at these crypto bubbles as we usually do. And as we're seeing a bit of a mixed bag, we're seeing a lot of people getting quite angry in the comments across YouTube and Twitter. But we'll talk about those in a moment. And as we can see, Quant has dropped down 3 ranks to 80 with a market cap of 1.44 billion and a 24-hour volume of 31 million with a quant price of $119. And as we see, it's down 0.3% in the hour, down 3.1% in the day, and down 5.6% in the week. But this does not bother me because I'm here for the longer term. That's the narrative I'm playing with this. So I get a lot of people that are obviously here for the short term, looking for these moves. Now, people will say, well, you could have, put this money into some other coin that's mooning, but I am diversified. Remember this, I'm not a quant maxi. I'm here to make money. So I have diversified my portfolio as such. So therefore, I have other bags doing absolutely amazing. But quant is my long term. And I've said this from the very start. But people still get angry because I think maybe they are not diversified. Maybe they're all in on one bag on quant and they are the maxi. And that's why they're getting all upset and throwing their toys out of their pram. This is the one thing with investing. You either invest short term for those gains or you invest for the long term. And that's exactly what I've done with regards to quant. I'm just bringing information, trying to piece together all this as we can. But we see this. These are the sort of comments that I get. Institutions are not accumulating. They are not buying. They only hold quant enough for their licenses, which is only a couple of $100,000. Retail are the majority owner. That's why there is no supply shock, because one snap of the finger and they could purchase all the market cap, but they don't. Now, first of all, they are accumulating, and I'll prove that in just a moment. They are not buying, he says. And if, for instance, the institutions were to buy this up immediately, they would push the prices so sky high if they bought the whole market cap, and they are not stupid. And they also are speculating with crypto at the moment until regulations start to play out. Now, they're not just suddenly going to throw a load of money into something with no regulations. And no person to call if things go wrong. So they wouldn't do that. Now, here we go. This is absolutely phenomenal. This is a $3.5 million quant wallet. And this has accumulated, right, in the last 2 weeks, 19,000 tokens at a cost of $2.2 million, which is absolutely huge. Now, we've got these other wallets. We've got a $4.9 million wallet, nearly 5 million, 41,000 quant. And we've got another one here. Another one with 42,000 quant, $5 million. We've got another one here, nearly $5 million with 40,000 quant. And another one here with $4.6 million with nearly 40,000 quant. And all these wallets I've just showed you here have no outflows. And within the last 4 months, only the last 4 months, we've seen these wallets accumulate 129,000 quant in the last 4 months, and that's $15 million in 4 months. Now imagine if that is an ongoing thing. Eventually, at some point, we will see a supply shock, but as I've said previously in another video, I think this could be easily manipulated with essentially holding on centralized exchanges just to keep that narrative and that sentiment down. It's just really, it's telling people this is what's going on. They're slowly accumulating. They're not going to buy it all up in one go. As he mentioned there, this will be slow and steady, like with anything. And I'd rather it to be slow and steady because, again, this is my long-term hold. Now, I'm not going to chance not holding what I hold for the simple reason being, this could kick at any time. This could go at any time. As we've seen in the past, this rank here, 81, last time in 2021, this dropped like hell. And then suddenly, boom, we saw a massive pickup and just literally overnight. And so this is what we're prepared for. Now, if we go over to the quant exchange reserves, this is all exchanges. So as we can see, we got 1.49 million currently on exchanges, which has increased from 1.368 million at the start of the year. But again, this does not bother me because it could all just be manipulation. But again, that is just speculation at the moment. But I'm not here getting upset like a lot of people. It's like, I think it's definitely that crypto mindset where people just want to make millions overnight. And that investor type mindset doesn't exist in crypto because everybody's so greedy. And as we can tell with all the meme coins, they just, want money and want money now. But I will get my profits from other coins during this bull run. Now, people will say, well, why don't you just sell it up? But as I've said, this could go at any time. Who knows? And I'm not willing to take that chance. But that's where I've diversified correctly, in my own opinion, for this coming bull run with coins that I believe will absolutely explode. Now, Bori here posted a screenshot of one of my videos, and he said accumulation period is still happening for quant. Be patient. This run comes when you least expect it. And here he goes, Mine Crypto, for another solid vid on quant charts. The moon is coming. And as we can see, if we go over to the screenshot of a video that I did, we can see the bear market here. We can see this accumulation zone. And this accumulation zone can drop all the way down to $100, I believe, in my eyes. And that will still accumulate. We're not in this disbelief stage yet. And then once we get in here, we'll probably scale along here for a little while. And then at some point, we'll be in a bull market. What price we'll get for quant, we don't know, but we will wait and see. Now, we also see a comment with a repost of Greg Lunt, which we're going to talk about in a moment. Yes, the price action may be boring, but what quant is doing is going to change the game. The patient will be rewarded. You are not ready for what's coming. And I agree, this is just a waiting game. And currently, the crypto mindset really can't comprehend having to hold anything for more than a certain amount of time. Now, I know there's lots of people holding it that have held it for a long time and also get frustrated, but it's just be patient. And that's what I'm doing. I'm being patient. I'm not worried about what's going on with all the noise from people saying it's not doing anything. I mean, I get comments all the time saying that quant is dead. Seriously, with everything that is in the news, it's like people just can't see it. It's like they're blind to news for whatever reason. So we look at Greg Lunt's post. He says here, there's a massive secret in crypto nobody is talking about. The number one important thing when determining which protocols will actually be adopted. It's not about speed or cost or security. It's not even about partnerships. If you expect your investments to survive for the long haul, they need to follow the standards. Now, we've talked about standards before. We talked about ISO TC 307 and how the overledger was then designed after the standards. So that's just so clever in itself. He says, you understand this, right? No public sector technology can be rolled out unless international standard bodies design and publish accepted frameworks. And here's the thing about quant. Not only are they compliant with the incoming standards, they founded them and are leading their development. Wrap your head around this. The IETF, which is the Internet Engineering Task Force, publishes and maintains the most important technical standards running today's internet. You've got SMTP, which is email, IETF, HTTP, which is browsing, IETF, TCP, data interoperability, IETF. All these protocols allow Web 2 to function as we know it, but Web 3 requires a whole new set of standards, particularly when it comes to interoperability of digital assets. Enter the Secure Asset Transfer Protocol, which we've talked a lot about, SATP, launched by MIT and Quant in 2020, receives major contributions for IBM, Intel, and other large institutions, designed to use API gateways, which summarize the data inside any network, then communicate that data to other networks that use API gateways. Same exact architecture as Quant Overledger being published by the IETF, the designer of all internet protocols. Now, we've talked about this, and there is a call for adoption in July this year. So interesting things about to happen. He says this isn't difficult to understand. Quant is the only interoperability solution that's compliant with the incoming standards of the new internet. That is why it's being adopted at scale by the elites at the highest levels of society. Governments, banks, and billion-dollar enterprises will only use what has been regulated and standardized. And Quant, my friend, is building those standards. This is not a game. It's the future of civilization. And it's the most bullish narrative I've seen since I got into crypto. Few people understand what's really happening here. This is your edge. And I absolutely agree. This is slowly playing out. And obviously, lots of people will say, well, quant isn't for retailers. I believe that. Hence why we're not seeing much from the team at the moment. Does that bother me? Absolutely not, because it is what it is. I'm here to hang off the coattails of these institutions. I'm not emotional about it, but it doesn't bother me. I will just sit, wait, and be patient with regards to quant. And if anybody wants to throw all their toys out the pram, then so be it. That does not bother me. I will do me. They will do them. and they can cry and blubber all they like. I really do not care. As you know, I'm here for the long term. So there you go, guys. Just a quick update. I hope you all have a wonderful Sunday. Please subscribe. Please hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any further videos. All the best, and I'll catch you later.